You were giving everything, and they were barely trying. And the worst part? You noticed it. Every single time. You saw the effort fading. You felt the energy shift. You realized something wasn't right. But you didn't leave. You stayed. Because you believed if you just gave a little more, things would change. So you tried harder. You gave more attention, more time, more patience. Even when you were tired, even when you were drained, you still showed up. But they didn't. Not the same way. Not with the same energy. Not with the same intention. And that difference started breaking you, slowly, silently. Because loving someone who doesn't match your effort feels like you're fighting alone. And that's exactly what you were doing. Fighting for something that only you were trying to save. While they were just there, not fully present, not fully invested, just enough to keep you from leaving. And that's what kept you stuck. The just enough. Just enough attention, just enough care, just enough presence to make you believe it still mattered. But it didn't. Not in the way you wanted, not in the way you deserved. Because real effort doesn't come in pieces, it comes consistently. And consistency was missing. But instead of accepting that, you adjusted. You lowered your expectations. You stopped asking for more. You stopped expressing what you needed just to keep them. And that's where you lost. Not when they changed, but when you started changing yourself to fit what they were giving. Because now, you weren't being real anymore. You were being careful. Careful not to say too much. Careful not to expect too much. Careful not to lose them. And that's exhausting. Because love shouldn't feel like something you have to manage. It should feel natural, balanced, mutual. But this wasn't. This was one-sided. And one-sided love always ends the same way, with one person drained and the other unaffected. And you were the one drained because you kept giving, even when you were getting nothing back, until one day you felt it, that emptiness, that realization, that moment when you stop and think, why am I trying so hard for someone who isn't trying at all? And that question changes everything. Because now, you're not blinded by feelings anymore. Now, you're seeing reality. They're not matching your effort. They're not choosing you fully. They're not showing up the way you are. And that's not something you can fix. Because effort can't be forced. It has to be given freely. And if it's not there, it's not real, no matter how much you want it to be. And once you understand that, you stop trying to prove your worth. You stop overgiving. You stop chasing. Because you realize something powerful. The right person will never make you feel like you're asking for too much. They'll match you, naturally, without effort feeling forced, without you having to beg for it. And if someone can't do that, then they're not for you. No matter how much you feel, no matter how much you invested, no matter how hard it is to let go, because staying in something one-sided will always cost you more. Your energy, your peace, your self-worth. And none of that is worth losing. So this time, you don't stay. You don't adjust. You don't overgive. You walk away. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care about yourself more. And that changes everything.